Anyways, so question is, suppose a particle is thrown from ground at an angle of 30 degree from horizontal at 40 meter per second. Now you need to find the height, find the time till which the object will be at a height more than 5 meters. And basically, suppose you have an object. This is the question I'm writing. Na? You throw it with a help at a velocity of 40 meter per second at an angle of 30 degree. So it goes like this. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? So suppose this height is how much? 5 meters. So can you see this height will be at two different time intervals? Let's not make it over here. Let's make it somewhere over here. Suppose this height is 5 meters. So can you see this height will be at two different time instants? If you throw it at t equals to 0, so it will reach at t equals to t2 and it will reach at t equals to t1. So I want this time from here to here. Can you see this time, guys? When its height was greater than 5 meters. So I want this time. Nikalo. How will you find it out? First of all, can you calculate the total maximum height achieved? Can anyone calculate the maximum height achieved? This question will be solved with the help of equation of trajectory, or not necessary equation of trajectory, the time relation. Do you remember the second relation which I gave for time? The time was y equals to u sine theta into t minus half gt square. Does anyone remember the second equation, relation of position y coordinate with time? Yes or no? Everyone, really, do you remember this? Guys, do you remember this?
Yes, sir.
We discussed this thing, no? Did we discuss this thing or not?
Yes, sir.
तो प्लीज फिर आंसर नहीं यार, ऐसा तो ब्लैंक फेस बना के बैठोगे ना तो इट विल बी लाइक आई विल स्टार्ट गिविंग होमवर्क फ्रॉम नाउ ऑनवर्ड्स. इट विल बी मच मोर बेटर अदरवाइज बिकॉज यू पीपल आर नॉट डूइंग. सो चलो लिखो, आपसे रोज होमवर्क लिखो. chemistry, maths. This is physics. Yes, guys, how many of you are solving these DBPs?
Uh, so how many questions per day we should solve?
Are you solving anything? At least 10 to 15 questions I want from each subject. If you are taking only 2 subjects a day, then I want 30 questions.
Sir, exams just got over.
Exams, when did they get over?
So my exam's still going on.
So yesterday, even mine are there, but then like
So,
it's
guys, I can understand this particular thing that your exams are going on and all, but at least, yeah, don't lose the touch with the subject. Otherwise, there won't be any fun in teaching it, teaching it to you, and you won't, get any fun in, being taught by me. Simple, simple. It's like our classes are more based on a discussion base. So until and unless you won't participate, there won't be any, use of this time. Okay? So at least if you are not doing questions, at least it's a advice to you people. At least revise it. Okay? If I'll ask you, sir, how will we do? What was the relation? At least you should be able to tell that relation, because it's like, even if you are not practicing, at least I want you to be available in class. You are just physically present over here, but not mentally present. Because whenever I ask any question, it's like I see blank faces, or either the mic is mute. I'm not getting that reply which I want. Okay? So even if you're not doing any questions, at least read what you learned in the last class and then come. Okay? It's a request from me. Anyways, so y is equals to u sine theta t minus half gt square. So basically, if I just take y as 5, then I'll get a quadratic equation, which will tell me two different time when y is basically 5 meters. So what do? I put this y as 5 and every other parameter as it is. So 40 into sine 30 into t minus half into g was 10 into t square. So this will give me 5 equals to 20 t minus 5t square, and from here I'll get 5t square minus 20t plus 5 is equals to 0. So you can write as t minus 4t. So from here, when you solve this quadratic, t will be equals to 4 plus minus under root of 16 minus 4 divided by 2. So this will be t equals to, I'm applying quadratic formula, okay? So 16 plus minus root 12 by 2. This will be 4, 2 plus minus. What is root 12? 4 into 3, the 2 root 3. And that 2 will get cancelled out with this, so the root 3. So can you see, guys, the time is basically 2 plus minus root 3 seconds? Yes or no? These are two different times. Can you see, one time is basically t1, which is 2 minus root 3, and one time is basically t2, which is 2 plus root 3. So can you see two different time intervals where it will have a height of 5 meters? Now what is the time interval in which it is having height greater than 5 meters will be basically the difference of time between this particular 2 point positions. So that difference will be equals to t2 minus t1. which will be equals to 4 seconds. Any doubt?
No, sir.
थोड़ा participate करो यार class में. बिना participation के the class will become dull. Even I'm not feeling like teaching anything now.
Sir, I'll participate now.
And I was going to teach very interesting concept, relative motion in 2D today. We'll not start
Shall we-
that today. We'll just do questions today.
Okay.
When you will be mentally ready to do relative motion in 2D, then we'll do it. Whenever you're done noting now, just tell me.
So could you scroll a little up?
From here?
Yeah, I'm just seeing that. So there's so many formulas in this chapter.
I know. But क्या करें वो those formulas you won't be needing to mug it up. Initially में लगेगा, but until unless you won't be able to apply it, since you are not doing any questions, so अभी don't expect these formulas will miraculously get into your mind. Once you apply like 5 to 6 problems on the same formula or the same concept, then these things go into mind.
So could you send the notes of this chapter?
I have already sent every lecture wise notes I have sent you.
Wait. Okay.
See in the group I have sent you lecture wise notes as well as the lecture, the link
I
of the
just had a
recorded
few
lecture.
doubts in this chapter. I'll just revise it.
Sure.
That's why I wasn't able to answer anything.
No problem. If you have any doubts, you can always message. I told you in the beginning of the class itself. Chaliye. Anyways,
We did motion in 2D, right?
yes, we did motion in 2D, motion in the plane. This is what we are doing.
Okay.
Question. One question which is based on.
This is Kinematics lecture 14, right?
Yes, kinematics comprises of motion in a plane, motion in a one dimension, motion in a line, motion in a plane. Basically, two different chapters which are given in your NCERT, and the concept of relative motion.
Yes, sir.
That is the whole kinematics. So basically, I'm covering two different chapters of your physics notebook NCERT. Anyways, suppose guys, there is a truck. Can you see a truck? Okay, so there is a truck which is driving, let's say, at a speed of 10 meter per second. There is a guy over here who has a ball in his hand, and he throws the ball at an angle of 40 root 2 meter per second at an angle of 45 degree with the horizontal. Okay, there is another guy. Can you see this guy A B who starts running at the exact same time, same time from the exact same position. Now the question is, this ball will go like this? Yes or no? Will the ball go like this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
If the ball will go like this, so the first question is, what should be the velocity of the guy? The question मैं लिख देता हूँ. Please remember, relative to truck, if you remember relative velocity का concept, the boy A throws the ball at a speed of 40 root 2 meter per second at an angle of 45 degrees relative to the truck. Truck is moving how much? Truck is moving at 10 meter per second in the direction of throw, right? Can you see the truck is moving in this direction? Throw was also in this direction, in the direction of truck. And boy B starts running with velocity v to catch the ball.
So we can use our formula. The y is equal to.
Yes, you can use that, but उसके लिए थोड़ा relative motion mixed with projectile है. This thing is relative motion mixed with projectile. So let me do it.
Okay.
Although you can tell me what exactly was the concept, how will we deal, how did we deal with the relative motion previous questions? So anyways, acha, they are in the same line of motion, hai na guys? Please remember they are in the same
direction.
Huh?
They're in the same direction, same line
Yeah,
of
they are
motion.
in the same direction. The both are. Can you see the ball is also moving forward in the direction of movement of the track? The boy is also running in this direction. So the question is find velocity हो गया. Find the time after which the boy B catches the ball. What is the distance traveled by the boy B? क्या कर रहा हूँ यार? Boy B, and last one is what is the distance moved by the truck? So first of all, guys, see how the concept of relative velocity will be used. Can you see this velocity, guys? The object has thrown this much velocity with respect to truck, right? So what is given to you? The velocity of the ball with respect to truck. Yes or no? Guys, let's name the ball as O. Is it fine? So can you see the velocity of the object with respect to truck? Or the ball with respect to truck, is it given as 40 root 2 meter per second at an angle of 45 degree? So is it something like this with respect to truck? Is it like this 40 root 2 meter per second 45 degree angle? So can I say this will be 40 root 2 cos 45 and this will be 40 root 2 sin 45? Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
So when you solve it, will it be 40 in the x direction and 40 in the y direction? Can you see sin 45 is 1 by root 2? Root 2 and root 2 will get cancelled out. So can I write this as 40 I cap plus 40 j cap? Can I write it like this? Can I write the velocity of object with respect to truck is basically this much? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Does anyone have any doubt in this part? This is basically just the vector resolution which we did. We just resolved
The
the
boy
velocity.
throws the ball with 40 root 2 and plus 10 होगा ना, plus 10.
हाँ, plus 10 with respect to ground आएगा. समझ रहे हैं मेरी
With
बात?
respect to person also.
हाँ,
अच्छा,
with respect to the boy B who is on the ground, so that will be plus 10.
Yeah.
Now, what is the velocity of the truck? What is
So
the
wait, I
velocity?
don't understand the top right thing.
Huh?
So let me just see it. On top right, you have written something.
ये top right thing.
हाँ 40
Basically,
root
what I did remember this velocity was 40 root 2 meters, 45
क्या
degrees, but it was relative to truck. That implies when the truck was at rest, right?
yeah
So this was basically 40 root 2 meter, 45-degree angle. So I just resolved it into two components. So this will be
so we
u
found
cos
the
40, u cos theta, u sin theta. Okay, so u cos theta and u sin theta.
yeah cos theta sin theta yeah got it.
Basically, this was u and this was cos theta. This was u, this was sin theta. When you solve it, you'll get 40 and 40 here. And you see cos 45 is 1 by root 2, sin 45 is also 1 by root
I'm
2.
so confused sir. See u 0 है कि 40
Arrow मारो नीचे करते हैं. Given velocity of object with respect to truck is basically 40 root 2 meter per second at an angle 45-degree with horizontal. But do we write like this in vector form? Do we write like this in vector form? Hello?
yeah
No, this is not how we write in vector form. Vector
so
algebra
vector
I
form
cap.
is I cap
हाँ तो फिर
so we will write it in vector form
yes, we will write it in vector form. So basically this is, let's say, theta, which is 45 degree, and let's say this is the two components, है ना? So this is basically u, which is given as 40 root 2. So here you get u cos theta and here you get u sin theta, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
yeah you
So
cos
40, u is 40 root 2, cos theta is cos 45. Cos 45 is how much? 1 by
1
root
by
2. So that root 2 and root 2 will get
40
cancelled out. What will remain only?
40
Now you got it?
yeah
Similarly, here also you will do the same. You'll get 40. So the x component is also 40 and the y component is also 40. Sin 45 is also 1 by root 2. So this, when you write it in vector form, it will be 40 I cap.
the sin 45 is also 1 by root 2 oh yeah
Yes, it is.
so
And
40 I cap 40 J cap
so this is the velocity of the object with respect to truck. Yes. What was the velocity of the truck? The velocity of the truck was 10 meter per second, right? Towards right.
yes sir
So basically, can I write this thing as 10 I cap? And now we know this particular thing, velocity of object with respect to truck will be equal to velocity of object with respect to ground minus velocity with respect to truck. So can you see from here, velocity of the object will be equals to velocity of that, related to the truck plus velocity. So this will be equals to 40 I cap plus 40 J cap plus 10 I cap. Yes or no? So will it
so
become?
then 30 I cap plus 40 J cap oh sorry 50 I cap plus 40 J cap
So basically the question will come out of the relative motion. When you have applied this concept, now you got the velocity from the ground. So now the question will become something like this. If there is an object which has been thrown at a velocity in such a way that the x component is how much? 50, and the y component is how much? 40. Is this clear?
40.
The question becomes something like this. Now this is your object. This is where the B object starts. So whatever it will go to catch this thing, does my object B also has to reach at the same time, same position, right? Yes or no? Can you see the distance traveled by both of them is same? The horizontal distance along horizontal. For B to catch the object, can you see the horizontal component should be same? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
If they have the same horizontal component of velocity, then only they will be able to reach the same position
Meaning
in
the
same
J
time.
cap or the I cap, I cap.
Only the I cap along horizontal.
So answer is 50.
Yes,
Oh
the
no,
answer
50 I cap. नहीं
is
क्या?
the answer. Basically, with what velocity should the boy run? This is equals to 50 I cap. 50. Is this clear? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So the first answer comes from here. V equals to 50. Now, if this is 50 meter per second, can anyone tell me what is the time of light? Guys, can anyone tell me the time of light, please?
So
Can you
time
see over
can be
here?
equal to U
Find the
sine.
time after which the boy B catches the ball. So the time after which the boy B is catching the ball is basically equal to the time of flight of this projectile. So the time of flight will be equals to, what is the y component? Twice of uy by g, which is basically twice of 40 divided by 10, which is how much? 8 seconds. So after 8 seconds, the boy will be catching the ball. Third, what is the range? The range is basically given by twice of ux into uy by g, right? Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
ये सब फॉर्मूले याद है किसी को? ये सब blank है अभी भी? Well, tell me whether did I discuss these formulas or not? If I didn't discuss it, then it's a different thing. But if I have discussed it, then at least remember it कि हाँ सर पढ़ा है हमको.
Yeah, sir.
हाँ
So
सर
should
पढ़
it
लो
be
घर
sir,
पे.
should it be root 2 U by G?
What?
So these formulas are really catching up to me, sir.
तेरे फॉर्मूलेस तो एक बार एक काम करते हैं, एक चीज हेल्प करेंगे गाइस. फॉर दोस हु डोंट are who are not able to memorize the formula and at least the important stuff, you should start making a formula notebook for you. What is formula notebook? Basically, take a very thin notebook, like the one 5 rupees, it comes, no, the small one, the very thin one, right? And start writing only the formulas in that chapter. No
I'm
numerical,
lazy
no
to
nothing.
find all the formulas and
So do you write anywhere, somewhere, this thing along with the
no.
type ki whenever it is thrown object, horizontally, then this will be the time period, this will be that.
So if I know the formulas, then I can do it. All the
I
questions.
know, but the point is ki if you know the formula, if you don't know the formula, then what will you do? So
So
this
one
thing,
day I'll take all the notes and then I'll just write the formulas.
one day I'll take all the notes for them.
Like I'll just take all the notes and then find the formulas and write them in a book and learn them.
Exactly, that is what I'm saying. Don't keep on piling it up so that it will be too late when you'll start. The same thing happened to me as well. It was like initially जब बहुत पहले की बात है. It was like I made a YouTube channel बहुत पहले. So I uploaded all the videos, and then later on my friend advised I uploaded like 50 or 60 of them. And then later on my friend advised ki, dude, you need to describe the videos at least. Write the description as well. So then I started writing the description, and it took me like 3 or 4 weeks to complete all the description. So can you understand this particular thing? If you keep on piling it for a very long time, then when you take it out, तब वो एक साथ बहुत सारा burden हो जाता है और तेरी इच्छा भी नहीं. I used to do like 1 or 2 videos description on one day, and then I just leave it. बस आज के लिए काफी है ना. So at least if I would have just uploaded it और उसी टाइम पे description लिख देता तो काम हो जाता ना. Yes or no?
Yes.
So anyways, so try to start as soon as possible. मैं सिर्फ advise कर सकता हूँ, बाकी it's all up to you people. You are the one who is going to decide your career, not me. I am just here to help you. So anyways, So r is equals to twice of ux plus uy into uy into t. So this is twice of 50 into 40 divided by, which will be equals to how much? Which will be equals to how much?
So 4,000 by G.
So 400,
400
right?
times.
So basically 400 meters. So tell me how much has
What's R again? The distance. Like when it will catch it.
yes. So can you see how where exactly is it? The guy catching this thing at a distance 400 meters from the initial point. Acha, by in that particular time. Acha, by the way, guys, this is the distance by which the boy has traveled, right? Where is the question? What is the distance traveled by the boy B? So can you see that the range of this projectile will be the distance traveled by this boy, right? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
The range पे निकाल दिया हमने. What is the last part? What is the distance by which the truck moved? Truck moved in that time. So what was the velocity of the truck? Guys, what was the velocity of the truck?
So velocity of the truck is 10 meters per second.
So can I write this as 10 meters per second multiplied by 8 seconds, which will be equals to? Sorry, what did I do? 10
So
meter per second.
8 seconds is the time it takes the ball to reach that point.
Yes.
Where it
So basically question ऐसा हो जाएगा कि when your truck, I'll draw it again, yeah, no problem. So distance traveled by truck is this much. So basically suppose if this is your truck, I'm drawing it very small. चलेगा ना? Is it fine if I draw it very small?
Yes,
So
sir. It's fine.
40, 45, right? 40 root 2 and 45 degree. And this is boy B, this is your A. So can you see over here? This ball will come back over here. This boy would reach over here and t equals to 8 seconds. They will be at the same position. But at t equals to 8 seconds, the truck is this clear, guys? Now you see exactly what is happening. The truck has traveled only 80 meters, whereas the ball traveled how much? 400 meters. And this guy also ran how much? 400 meters to catch the ball. So basically, this is the final setup. Can you see the truck is still at 80 meters from the initial point after 8 seconds? The ball traveled how much? 400 meters as over here. And the boy also ran how much? 400 meters. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So can you see इसने सारे वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड तोड़ दिए हैं 400 meters in 8 seconds. Nice. But anyways, is this clear, guys? So this is how you use relative with
He'll travel
project.
80 meters in 8 seconds.
So it was the truck was traveling at 10 meters per second, right?
So, but isn't the ball's velocity and the truck's velocity different? So the time taken by ball will be different to reach that
अच्छा
point.
मेरे को एक बात बता 8 सेकंड में ही बॉल तो उसने 0 सेकंड में फेंक दी थी. He threw the ball at t equals to 0 seconds.
Wait. Okay, I think I got it, sir. So like the ball will cover different distance, this will cover different
Yes, because the horizontal velocity, can you see the
Wait, can
ball
you show
has
the
a
distance to the ball?
ball has a horizontal velocity how much?
40,
Can you see?
40,
50.
50.
With respect to ground, 50. With respect to truck, 40.
40.
Why this additional 10 is adding? Because the truck was moving, right?
10 meters.
Johnny, biscuit दे ना भाई. Johnny, biscuit. Is it clear, guys?
Wait, so could you show me the
Yes,
distance
sir.
covered by the ball?
Distance traveled by the ball. Yeah.
Wait.
The range. Distance traveled by the ball and the man, the horizontal distance is same, right?
So UY is what? The horizontal
Yes,
speed.
uy is the vertical component. Ux is the horizontal component.
Oh, 2x uy by g. Yes, I got it. So in a projectile motion, you take 2 uy, right? And
Uy is the vertical component and ux is the horizontal component.
yeah,
Okay. Shall I give you some more questions? करो करो, आज
Yes, sir.
क्वेश्चन ही करो. Do this. I think this question which I have is easy. So guys, suppose there is a boy and a girl who lives in two different villages which is separated by a river. Can you see the rivers, guys? This is the river, okay? Guys, can you see the river? Hello.
yes, sir.
This is the river, okay? The river is flowing. This is, he lives in village X and she lives in village Y. कि मैं छोटी बना देता हूँ. Okay. So now see over here, guys. Basically, dono village, they don't agree with each other. So what happens? They have, stand up a wall. Can you see the wall from both the sides?
Yeah.
And now basically
Then
this
they throw a
guy,
ball.
this
A
guy,
rock.
love letter भेजना इसको. So basically he wraps the love letter in a piece of stone and then throws it at such an angle or with such an velocity that the ball, this stone, it just goes like brushing the walls. Can you see the brushing the walls?
Yeah, so height of the tower is that.
है ना? So it just goes brushing the walls. The question is, if when it touches this, it is 2 seconds. When it touches this, it is 6 seconds. Now the question is, if this is 40 meters, can you see the width of the river is 40 meters? If width of river is 40 meters, first find the time of light. See the data. How much data did I give you? Only I gave you the width of the river, and I gave you what? It was just brushing against the wall. Sorry. Second, time of light is okay. So then the distance. Acha, please remember the distance. The boy, the distance of the boy from the wall is equals to the distance of the girl from the wall. Symmetric. Everything is symmetric. Okay. Distance of boy from wall. Third is distance between boy and girl. Please remember the distance between boy and girl will be the range of the projectile, right? Yes or no? Fourth is height of the wall.
Height of the ball is the. What's the height of the pole, sir?
That is, you need to find it out.
How will I find it out, sir?
Yes, तो ये सब मैं बता रहा हूँ ना कि ये सिर्फ
So
data is this
40
much.
plus 2x is the range.
This question was asked in JEE mains.
So 40 plus 2x is the range.
2x is the range. No. 2x plus 40 is the range.
Yeah, I said that, sir.
Okay.
40 plus 2.
So height of the wall. Fifth is initial velocity. Sixth is angle of projection. चलो शुरू हो जाओ. So basically this is the data which is given to you. Nothing else is given.
Sir, okay, we can do Pythagoras theorem.
Not needed, not applied.
The Pythagoras theorem. So we can apply Pythagoras theorem.
Not needed, not applied. जरूरत नहीं. Think in terms of time. Let me see how you think in terms of time.
T is equal to U sine theta. So I forgot the formula.
Achha, by the way, you don't need to solve it. Even you don't need to write it. It can be solved orally. At least the first part to ho sakta hai. The first part can be solved. Time of flight can be calculated directly. Yes, can anyone find out the time of flight? Sania, Aman, Cyril. Anyone
10
can?
seconds?
Huh?
10 seconds?
10 seconds is the wrong answer. Achha, what logic did you use for 10 seconds?
So 2 plus 6 plus 2.
2 plus 6 plus 2 wrong. यहाँ पे गलती कर दी तूने. When you did that
No.
2 plus 6, the last plus 2 is correct. What was the logic behind the last plus 2?
The height of the
So
walls of
first
three.
one is also plus.
See, basically, if I throw this object at t equals to 0, so can you see it reaches over here in how many seconds?
2 seconds.
Exactly. From here to here, how much time? समझ में आया? Sania, where did you make the mistake?
No, sir.
अरे time interval t2 minus t1. So this was 6 seconds, so 6 minus 2. यहाँ
Sir,
से
I
यहाँ
can't
तक.
see anything. The screen just gone.
Huh? Hello? What?
Sir, I couldn't see anything for 2 minutes.
You couldn't see anything for 2 minutes. Why?
I don't know, sir. Yeah, you can continue.
Okay. So see guys over here, this is time, the second wall and the first wall.
Your
Can you see?
screen has gone blank. Can you reshare?
Okay. I'll reshare again. Can you see it now?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So see guys, this is where it is reaching this wall at t equals to 6 seconds from the start. This is reaching at t equals to 2 seconds. So tell me, यहाँ से यहाँ तक का time, how did you calculate? It was 2 seconds. You just basically subtracted this minus this, t2 minus t1, right? Similarly, what is the time in which it is above the walls? It is 6 minus 2, which is 4 seconds. Can you see 4 seconds, guys?
8 seconds is the answer, sir.
8 seconds is the answer. So basically 2 seconds और लगेंगे इसको नीचे आने में. So the object will come down in 2 seconds. So
That's only possible if both the walls are of the same height.
yes, it is. मैंने दिया हुआ है. Both the
Otherwise
walls are
it'll
of the same height. The distance of the everything is symmetric. I told you this thing. Okay. So basically that is the time of flight. Any doubt in time of flight? Cyril, did you understand how much? What is the time period? Time of flight.
Not really, sir.
Tell me this thing. How much time is it taking to go up to the first wall?
2 seconds.
How much time will it take from the second wall to come down? If the wall is of the same height, how much time will it take?
6 seconds.
No. From second wall to the girl.
Oh, 2 seconds.
2 seconds. So basically 6 seconds plus 2 seconds is how much?
8 seconds.
So khatam.
8.
So फिर, are you getting my point now? So it reaches
Yes.
over here at t equals to 8 seconds. Hence this is your time of flight, which is basically 8 seconds. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Now you need to find out the distance of the boy from the wall. So basically, how will you find
So
out?
the total time is how much?
8 seconds.
Okay.
समझ में आया? देखो एक बार फिर से देख. 0 से 2, it goes up in 2 seconds. So from the same height, it will come down in the same time.
Yeah.
Right? So 6 seconds plus 2 seconds will be 8 seconds.
Okay.
So this is time of flight. What about the distance of
Sir,
boy?
no, but wait. We will also include the time which, like, from the boy to the first wall. वाला time भी तो होगा ना include.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. यहाँ से यहाँ तक का time कितना है? What is the time from this to this? 2 seconds. What is the
2.
time from here to here? 4 seconds. And what is the time from here to here? 2 seconds. What is total time?
So 6
Time
seconds
interval.
कहाँ से कहाँ तक का है?
6 seconds is from here to here.
From
बेटा
where to where?
ये whenever we write this thing, no, these are time instants.
Okay, okay,
ये
okay.
देखो समझ में आता है, ये जो टाइम लिखता हूँ मैं इतने टाइम से लिख रहा हूँ, that is time instant. At this time instant this is happening. There is a difference between
Okay, sir.
time instant and time interval. Time
Yes,
interval
sir.
is delta t, which is t2 minus t1. What I write over here is time instants at different time instants where exactly the object is. So what is the time interval in this? 2 minus 0. What is the time interval in this? 6 minus 2. What is the time interval in here? 8 minus 6. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
आप confused तो नहीं है?
नहीं, sir.
Okay. So this is your time of flight, 8 seconds. What is the distance of the boy from the wall? So now, see guys, let us assume that this boy is throwing this at you. So let's say at an angle theta. So this will be u cos theta, right? And this will be u sin theta. X component, Y component, कुछ भी मान लेता हूँ मैं, है ना? Now tell me this particular thing, guys. If this has been asked, sir, what is the x distance when time is 2? So can I write this particular thing? X is equals to the ux component multiplied by 2 seconds from the first equation. Can I write this? Which first equation am I talking about? Do you remember?
X is equal to ux.
Yes. X is basically equals to u cos theta multiplied by t. Do you remember this?
Yes, sir.
So basically
I didn't
this,
remember it, but like I know.
yes, we
Exactly.
did this thing. If you remember it properly, oblique projectile, we did this equation. This was the equation number 1 which we made. So this is, so from here, can you see, to know the value of x, you need to know the value of u cos theta. How do you know the value of u cos theta? थोड़ा सा logic है ना? Can you see the time interval from here to here, 2 seconds to 6 seconds? Can you see this time interval when the ball was flying above the river? What was the time
Yeah.
interval, guys? What was the time interval when the ball was flowing above the river?
4 seconds.
4 seconds. है ना? This is the time interval where the ball was traveling above the river, right? 4 seconds. How much? What is the horizontal distance which it covered in those 4 seconds? What is the horizontal distance which it covered in those 4 seconds? Can you see it traveled from here to here? So what is the horizontal distance from here to here? No? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
आज की क्लास डिसमिस कर दे क्या?
Sir, I said 4 seconds से कोई नहीं
हाँ
सुन
हाँ,
रहा
मैं 4 सेकंड समझ गया, पर मैं पूछ रहा हूँ यहाँ से यहाँ तक का ये जो डिस्टेंस है, इज दिस द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द टू वॉल्स?
Sir, yeah.
Yes. If this is the distance between the two walls, so tell me how much distance is the wall separated by? If the width of the river is 40 meters and the walls are made on the edge of the river.
So 40 meters.
So here, what is the term in this?
So I was telling. Fine.
So basically this 40 meter will be equals to what? U cos theta multiplied by how many seconds? 4 seconds. So from here, U cos theta is equals to 10. This is your first equation. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
And the second equation you can find using the time of flight. What was time of flight? Time of flight was basically 2u sin theta by g, which is basically 8 seconds. So can you see from here, u sin theta will be equals to 8 multiplied by g, which is 10 divided by 2. So u sin theta will be how much?
40.
तो u sin theta आ गया. अब तुमको u cos theta मिल गया, u sin theta मिल गया. You can find out angle of projection as well as initial velocity. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now tell me how much time is the ball reaching the wall? So can you see x is equal to u cos theta? So basically, can you see over? ये 20 meter. So this came to be 20 meter. This will also come to be 20 meter. What is the distance between the boy and the girl?
So 80 meters.
80 meters. So can you see one by one everything will come into place if you analyze it correctly? What is the height of the wall? What is the height of the wall? The y coordinate is given by u. क्या था?
ये u cos theta 10 कैसे हुआ? Oh, wait. I got it. So got it. U cos
From the
theta.
river. This came from the time of flight. है ना? So u sin theta into t minus half g square. So u sin theta was 40
ये
times.
बहुत complicated formula लग रहा है, मैं नहीं लग रहा.
भाई तेरी ये s is equals to ut plus half a t square है. Complicated formula learn नहीं कर रहा तो बनाना सीख. If you can't learn the formula, then don't need to learn it. Don't need to mark it up. At least you can make the formula. You can analyze the whole question. U sin theta. What is the initial velocity along y? U sin theta. What is the initial velocity along acceleration? It is minus g. So will you be doing this thing every time? So that's why. मेरे को तो आदत हो गई है. It's like I am now very used to all these formulas. So height of the wall is 60 meters. Is this clear, guys? So थोड़ी चीजें हैं. In these small things you need to pay attention to crack any big problem. Anyways, I'll एक और problem. Let's see. Last problem of the day. फिर मैं मैं early break छोड़ दूंगा. Tension मत लो. I'll just give the last problem and then I'll leave early. No problem.
So homework?
हाँ?
ये homework है?
क्या? ना होमवर्क थोड़ी है ये. होमवर्क तो अभी तुमको दे नहीं रहा हूँ. You people are saying कि पेपर चल रहे हैं सर स्कूल में.
Yes sir.
नहीं एक काम करता हूँ, आज होमवर्क देता हूँ.
हाँ सर, मेरा पेपर नहीं चल रहा. मेरा पेपर है पर like it's okay.
नहीं, let me check. No, अभी which topic is running? अभी कौन सा टॉपिक चल रहा है? Motion in 1D, right? 2D. Differentiation integration पे I have too many sheets है यहाँ पे. Motion under gravity, relative motion in one dimension, graphs, projectile. Okay, I can get this. Projectile 1. I can give you projectile 1 and projectile 2. Okay, हो जाएगा. आज का आपको मिल जाएगा. You'll get the something to solve. Okay guys. चलो एक क्वेश्चन मैं यहीं से लेता हूँ, कोई अच्छा सा क्वेश्चन. एक क्वेश्चन है which has been asked in JEE Advanced. See this question, guys. An object is thrown at a velocity u. A stone is projected from a horizontal plane. It attains the maximum height at strikes. So suppose, guys, I have thrown an object with certain velocity, with certain angle, whatever it is. So let's say this goes like this. But unfortunately, it strikes a wall, a very smooth wall, no energy lost or anything. No energy lost or anything. Can you see the maximum height is how much? The maximum height is h. This is given to you. After bouncing, what will happen? This thing falls like this at a point just below the maximum height. Okay. So a stone is projected from a horizontal plane. It attains a maximum height. Whatever it is, stone, ball, whatever it is projected from a horizontal plane. It attains a maximum height, capital H, and strikes a stationary smooth wall and falls on the ground vertically below the maximum height. ठीक है? Assume the collision to be elastic. Although this is you know, इसका मतलब मैं समझा दूंगा what is meant by this statement.
Meaning the wall was elastic and it gave this one pressure, not a pressure, a force back to the ball.
Exactly. So basically, no energy was lost doing this thing which was Cyril was telling. Okay.
A negative force, basically.
Yes. Now the question is, find the height from the ground. Where the ball or the stone, whatever it is, strikes the wall. So basically, what do you need to find? You need to find out this h. Will you be able to solve this question now, guys? And the options are also given. Options are also given: h by 2, h by 4, thrice of h by 4, and D is none of these. So this is one of the questions which has been asked in advanced. Yes, how will you do it? Acha, tell me, what if the wall would have not been there? Will this object would have traveled in exactly the same path with which it was traveling? Yes or no? Guys?
So elastic में energy loss तो नहीं होती है.
नहीं होती.
Can it be h by 2?
भाई guess करने का नहीं बोल रहा, मैं proof मांग लूँ कैसे किया.
Fine.
हाँ बताओ फिर कैसे किया.
At what angle is the ball thrown?
नहीं, the question is what should be the height. मैं 2 minute, let me just make it again.
So but which angle is the what?
Nothing is given. Nothing is given except for the
So
height.
we have to find the maximum height, right?
Yes, you need to
So
find.
h is the answer. क्या? The height from the ground where.
H is not the answer, by the way.
So the ball strikes the wall.
हाँ.
So wait, the maximum height is not equal to the height at which ball strikes the wall, right?
No.
Okay.
Can you see I'm drawing it perfectly now? If the wall would not have been over there, this object would have gone, with the black. Can you see the black lines, dotted lines?
Oh. So, sir, इतना elastic है कि it like bent backwards.
हाँ, it bent backwards. Exactly same path. So basically, अब ये question करना है ना, घर पे try करना this question.
So ये कैसा possible है?
अब भाई ये यही है. देखो, what do you need to find out, by the way? You need to find out where exactly it is hitting the ball. You need to find out this height. Now सबको question समझ में आ गया? And question कुछ इस प्रकार से है. Please remember this point. Can you see A point and B point? They're lying on the same vertical. So basically just below maximum height के point के नीचे रहता है. अच्छा, can anyone tell me what is this distance, by the way?
Range is equal to.
Will this be R by 2? Yes or no?
Sir, कैसे?
Exactly. So how?
Oh yeah, I got it. The full thing is R and then the R by 2. Yeah.
Maximum height कहाँ पे achieve होती है? When do you achieve the maximum height?
R by 2.
At R by 2, right?
Yeah.
Sania?
Yes, sir.
है ना? So basically now you understood R by 2 कैसे?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So ये R by 2 हो जाएगा. अच्छा, what will be this distance if this object would have kept going on? What would be this? This should be R by 2, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
अब tell me this
Sir,
particular.
R is the range, right?
हाँ, R is the range. Yes. R is the range. See, this question is of advanced, but how it is solved very easily, है ना? ये R by 2 figure out करना is not a big deal. The big deal is basically to figure out कि this would have gone exactly same way where it was, since it's an elastic collision. So if I would have not placed the wall, this object would have gone like this. But if I would have placed it at the wall, then it is going exactly a mirror image what exactly it is, would have gone. तो basically ये जो distance होता ना और ये जो distance होता ना वो equal होता. So if these two distance would have been equal, so can you tell me what should be the value of x for this to happen?
Sir, r/4.
हाँ, तो बेसिकली x की वैल्यू हो गई r/4. तो ये लॉजिक लगा के ये हो जाएगा r/4. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Yes or no? Now basically, what is the horizontal range? Can anyone tell me what is the horizontal range?
So R.
हाँ, formula बोल.
So x 2x
U
2
square,
ux uy. Oh yeah,
2u square sin theta cos theta
I
by
don't know the formula.
अरे u square sin 2 theta by g, right?
Yeah.
So from here.
Yeah. Yeah.
अरे यार तुम लोग ब्लैंक हो जाते हो मालूम मेरे को समझ
Sir,
नहीं
the
आता.
formulas are messing up. Sir, the formulas are the only thing, sir.
हाँ तो क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं? Who will help you for the formulas? Will I come and हाथ पकड़ के लिखवाऊँ क्या मैं फॉर्मूले?
But how do we remember?
You remember it by writing, by
Sir,
practicing.
मुझे trigonometry के formulas अभी तक याद नहीं है.
हाँ मेरे भाई यही मैं बोल रहा
Exactly,
हूँ.
sir. It's been 1 month.
प्रैक्टिस. अब मेरे को एक बात बताओ, एक महीने से कितने क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे फिजिक्स? हाउ मेनी क्वेश्चंस हैव यू सॉल्व्ड फिजिक्स?
एक
जितने क्लास में कराए.
हाँ जितने हमने क्लास में करे उसके अलावा. Are you getting my point? Where exactly you stand?
The questions in the physics textbook are actually messed up. No joke. I tried to do all the questions in chapter 1,
Okay.
and all the questions that I did, none of them came for the exam. Do you know that?
हाँ obviously नहीं आएगा वो कभी भी. Because the teacher
That's
never
what.
gives from NCERT. Obviously everyone does NCERT and then goes to the
So
school.
then why does she tells us to solve?
Exactly.
Because that is how he'll make you practice, no? उनको और कोई रेफरेंस बुक पता ही नहीं है ढंग की जहाँ से अच्छे क्वेश्चंस मिल सकते हैं.
तो डालती कहाँ से है?
तो वो मैं बता दूंगा तो फिर मतलब क्या रहेगा? मेरे पास बहुत सारी देख रेफरेंस बुक में तुम्हारी स्कूल की मैडम क्या क्या फॉलो करती होगी. Either she could follow modern ABC, either she could follow comprehensive, either she could follow the Pradeep's, तो ये 3 बुक है बड़ी बड़ी which is for
She
school
can
level.
follow, but there is one problem, sir. Like the type of questions that we solve and the type of questions that we do in the exam are totally different. Like the methodology of doing it, and I just lose all idea of how to exactly do the question.
बेटा तेरा बेस कंसेप्ट क्लियर है?
Yeah.
हाँ, so if you can apply that base concept to any question, no, वो हो जाएगा. एक बार ट्राई तो कर. Once I'm telling you, एक बार मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि प्रैक्टिस करना स्टार्ट करो. अंडरस्टैंड दिस. तुमको एक चीज बताता हूँ. चलो लेट्स हैव अ मोटिवेशन लेक्चर फॉर 2 minutes, है ना? There was when I was teaching in India, I had one student. Her name was Akshada Gangurde, something like that. She was a Marathi student. So basically क्या हुआ कि initially जब वो 11th grade में मेरे साथ join करी, in Catalyzer when I was teaching back in India. So when she joined with me in 11th grade, it was like she was a mediocre student. मतलब her basic concepts were clear. Her favorite subject was chemistry. So she just used to sit in the class. मतलब India में you have a culture of dummy school. You understand what dummy school is?
No.
Dummy school is basically when you don't need to go to any school and all. Your school and the coaching institute, they have a tie-up, and it's like you don't need to go to school. You will directly come to the coaching in the morning, and basically वहाँ से हम start करेंगे. सुबह से coaching में class start होगी. In spite of you attending the class in school, you'll be attending the classes in coaching. That is the concept of dummy school, which is not valid in UAE because laws यहाँ के थोड़े strict है. इंडिया में तो अपन modify कर लेते हैं ना. So it's like कि वो बच्ची जो थी वो सुबह 8 बजे से हम लोग आ जाते थे. 8 बजे से the lecture starts and it goes till 2 o'clock. So this is the morning batch. We called it as optimizer batch. So she used to sit and that 6 hours it was just lectures. It's the physics, chemistry, maths daily lecture. And later on after that, she after 2 o'clock from 2 to 3 she would have her lunch in the coaching institute itself. And she used to sit over there. वो रात में 9 बजे घर जाती थी. From 3 o'clock onwards till 9 o'clock onwards, we people used to sit in DCS. Even I used to sit in doubt clearing sessions and all. So she used to just solve problems daily. You won't believe, she started with like 10 or 10 b 10 to 15. Initially she used to face the same problem. Sir, I couldn't do any question. Class may I understand everything. Class may even I can do the question. But when I apply this question at home, I apply this concept at home, I couldn't do it. तो फिर मैं भी उसको वही बोलता था, कोई बात, तो एक काम कर, तू बैठ मेरे साथ प्रैक्टिस कर, थोड़े टाइम में जब तेरा कंसेप्ट समझ में क्लियर हो जाएगा ना, वंस योर कॉन्सेप्ट्स गेट क्लियर्ड फॉर एनी पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक, फिर तेरे को क्वेश्चन में तेरे स्कूल लेवल से दूं, इफ आई गिव यू क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम स्कूल लेवल और कॉम्पिटिटिव लेवल, जेई मेन लेवल, एडवांस लेवल, डजंट मैटर, इफ योर कॉन्सेप्ट्स आर क्लियर देन ऑटोमेटिकली कोई सा भी क्वेश्चन इट शुड बी सॉल्व्ड. So what we used to do, we used to sit with her, मतलब not with her, मतलब मेरे साथ कम से कम 50 और लोग बैठते थे. Doubt clearing session is like big hall in which there are more than 50 students sitting at one time. So अब होता ऐसा था भाई कि इनिशियली उसकी स्पीड जो थी ना, वो सिर्फ 10-15 क्वेश्चंस पर डे की. तभी मैं तुम लोगों को बोलता हूँ कि एटलीस्ट स्टार्ट तो करो 10-15 क्वेश्चन से. लेटर ऑन धीरे धीरे स्पीड बिल्ड अप होते होते शी यूज्ड टू सॉल्व 300 क्वेश्चंस अ डे पर सब्जेक्ट. नहीं मतलब ऑल द सब्जेक्ट 100 क्वेश्चंस डेली पर सब्जेक्ट वो करती थी, पता है. बिकॉज वंस योर कॉन्सेप्ट स्टार्ट्स गेटिंग क्लियरर, तुमको मजा आने लग जाएगा. Do you know this particular thing? I belong from a chemistry background from my college. My branch is metallurgical engineering. I am. Do you know this particular thing or not?
So you said you studied physics for.
Yes, I
Sir,
read it and
actually,
it was put in the board.
so there's one thing I don't understand. So if you actually like physics, then why did you do chemistry?
Because I wanted a tag. अभी जब तुम ये और थोड़े बड़े जाओगे ना, when you will be deciding कि which college to go, then you will be looking at the tag. You won't be deciding, if I didn't have any option like I wanted to go to CS engineering, by the way, but I was not getting any good college by then for CS engineering. I wanted to go into NIT because हमारे टाइम पे दो अलग-अलग एग्जाम्स होते थे. There didn't used to be one single JEE. It was like JEE mains and JEE advanced. ऐसा नहीं होता था. JEE mains used to be AIEEE and JEE advanced used to be IIT JEE. So basically there were two different exams to go into two separate colleges. मतलब AIEEE was for NITs and IIT JEE was for IITs. So you had two options कि तुम या तो ये दे दो और जहाँ पे भी अच्छे रैंक मिले वहाँ पे ज्वाइन कर लो. सो क्या हुआ कि उस टाइम पे मेरे को आई वाज नॉट लुकिंग फॉर द ब्रांचेस ऑन ऑल. आई वांटेड सीएस बट आई कुडंट गेट इट. सो अल्टीमेटली आई सैक्रिफाइस्ड माय ब्रांच फॉर द कॉलेज. So that is why I got stuck in metallurgy over there. I thought कि after 1 year I'll study and then I'll change my branch. I'll go internal sliding. But my pointers were not good enough in the first year. So that's why that internal sliding doesn't happen. फिर क्या हुआ, चलती गई 4 साल तक खिंचा. And then later on I got placed in coaching industry. In spite of getting placed in a core company, I got placed in a coaching industry. And there I decided कि 4 years I studied chemistry और मेरे को समझ में नहीं आई. Maths मेरे को समझ में नहीं आता. My maths is a little bit
You're
weak.
lagging.
So you're lagging.
Yeah, I'm telling कि maths मुझे समझ में आता नहीं है. My maths is a little bit weak as compared to physics and all. So I thought कि let's become a physics faculty. And when I decided I want to become a physics faculty, I didn't know even the P of physics. Still, a company hired me कि कोई बात नहीं, we'll do your training. You will be your junior faculty first, and then after the junior faculty, we'll promote you to senior faculty after 1 or 2 years. तो उस टाइम पे जब मैं आया तब मैं सीखा. I started learning. Initially, I used to be like confused in distance and displacement. पता है मेरे को confuse कर दिया था senior faculty. So you can understand
So
my
you joined
level was.
IIT?
Huh?
Oh, so you joined IIT in the first?
No. I joined macadamia first. From college campus, I was placed in macadamia.
Sir, did that 300 question girl clear IIT?
Yes, she did. She is sitting in IIT Kanpur with branch CS. My dream she is living. So you can understand this thing now. और पहले उसको फिजिक्स बिल्कुल नहीं आता था, पता है? She didn't used to like physics and all. She had the same complaint which you people are having. But
So for how long she used to solve 10 to 15 questions?
10 to 15, मतलब how long? क्या बोल रहे?
Yeah, matlab, like how long she solved 10 to 15 and then how long did she take to increase?
This thing happened over a period of 2 years. This thing
Okay.
cannot happen overnight. This thing happens over a period of 2 years. Can you see this 2 years? That's why हम बोलते हैं कि 2 year बहुत crucial है लाइफ के. समझ में आ रही मेरी बात? Start. Until unless you won't start, you won't be able to finish those. Target तुम्हारा बड़ा है. I know you people have big targets, but at least start with that. कहीं से तो start करो. When you start, automatically things will come, fall into place. Start तो करके देखो एक बार. Start 10-15 questions. Later on, you will start, enjoying the question. Literally बोल रहा हूँ. नई चीज आएगी, नई problem आएगी. And when you will start solving those problems, you will understand कि yes, it feels good to solve these problems. मेरे साथ भी यही होता था.
to DPP.
हाँ, start with anything, right? कहीं से भी देखो, easy question चाहिए तो I'll give you easy questions. Ask me, कि sir, I need easy questions. I gave you this thing, no? आज ही मैं देता हूँ मैं. I'll give you easy questions today. So easy questions से start करो.
So which chapter?
कोई सा भी chapter. I'll give you 4-5 sheets today.
Okay.
Start from any chapter, but start. I want you to start it.
I'll do 30 questions.
Because ये try कर सकता है. You can try. No problem.
30 questions now.
हाँ, no problem. You can try, भाई. But the point is कि आज का recording में सब कुछ आ रहेगा.